All right, so for plan B, the key question here is, and I often get asked this question, is should I go for the South African permanent residency, a dateless lifelong permanent residency, or should I rather go with Dominican Republic? Dominican Republic is a beautiful place. It's not as beautiful as South Africa, and one would say it's not as useful as South Africa. South Africa has a lot more options if you're really looking to establish yourself, looking for more options for food, for opportunities. Let's say you're doing your work from South Africa, then you have a lot more places where you can enjoy your life. Dominican Republic is beautiful. It has extraordinary beaches, but it's a smaller country. The key difference over here with the two is that in South Africa, you will get your citizenship after 5, you can apply. Here, you can apply for your citizenship in 2 years. You're intentionally looking for something weak, right? You aren't looking for the safest countries. And when you're comparing the two, I think the South African citizenship is slightly stronger in terms of the passport strengths. But where Dominican Republic really shines is you don't have to wait for that long, right? In a couple of years, you can then apply for your citizenship. So that's one of the major advantages with Dominican Republic. Plus, Dominican Republic is very close to home, right? So let's say you're from Canada or Mexico or from the US, then you are literally a stone's throw away from Dominican Republic. You can simply spend a couple of $100. You can come here,
turn right onto Perimetro.
Your vacation, or let's say you're staying here long term, then you are pretty close and pretty well connected. The time difference is the same. It's the EST time zone. So let's say you have a business in the East Coast of the US, then you always have the same time zone, similar kind of culture, and you have fellow Americans pouring in and Canadians to Dominican Republic all the time. Now, if you are, let's say if you're traveling a lot to the other side of the world, let's say it's the Africa, or you're traveling to Asia, then South Africa makes a lot of sense because it does have a decent airport that you can use. And the other benefit, unlike with Dominican Republic, now while you wait for your citizenship for those couple of years, you have to renew your permanent residency every 2 years. That's not the case with South Africa. South Africa is absolute dateless permanent residency. So once you get it, you're never going to visit the immigration in your lifetime, unless of course your residency card gets lost or stolen. So that is the bigger benefit. In terms of residence, the minimum physical presence, both permanent residencies don't require you to live in the country. Now, if you are looking for citizenship, then now towards the end, in the final year, that's the crucial time when they actually check your physical presence in the country. So that's when you got to put in your minimum time on the ground, and then you can apply for citizenship. So really it depends upon whether you want citizenship, whether you want to apply for your citizenship after 6 months, or you want to apply for your citizenship after 5 years. You're not in a hurry to get that passport. So that is the major difference between the two countries. Now, if you ask me which one should you go for, I would say the better option is South Africa, because it has a dateless lifelong permanent residency. It's a much bigger country, so that's beautiful. If you have the money, then I would say go for both, because Dominican Republic really doesn't cost anything. If you wisely invest your money, you can actually make money. So you can earn money to get this passport. So that is the big advantage with Dominican Republic. When you compare and contrast that with South Africa, South Africa has a minor donation that you're giving to the government. The donation is $6,800. In terms of passport strength, it's neck and neck. South Africa has different kind of access. Dominican Republic has different kind of access. Again, I'm not going to go over all the countries that they cover. That is something that you can check online, and you can take a look at whichever countries you most frequently visit. You can then accordingly choose your passport. Now, would I consider living in Dominican Republic? Well, I think I would definitely consider living in Dominican Republic because the people are extremely nice. They're very helpful. You don't feel like an outsider. Whenever you're at either the bank or you're at immigration or you're at the hotel, people are extremely nice. And it's an extremely safe country. So I have been walking throughout. Dominican Republic is not a big country, so walking is easy. You just leave the bars, leave the resorts, and just start walking inside the country. Start interacting with the locals, learn a bit of Spanish. That's going to be useful for your Mexican citizenship as well in the end. And once you start getting used to it, it's just a matter of a bit of practice, and then you're conversing basic Spanish with the locals. You're going to have a lot of fun time in the Dominican Republic. And my intention on this trip was really to visit the interiors, right? Whatever they call the unsafe areas, that was my objective, to test it. It's absolutely not unsafe. Don't wear a Rolex and flash it over here, right? As long as you're not doing that kind of stupidity, you should be perfectly fine. If you want to wear your Rolexes, then just wear it in the right spots. In Dominican Republic, there are some very upscale localities where you have the 5-star restaurants and the bars.
Turn right onto Avenida Barcelo.
No one is going to bat an eyelid. While I particularly don't feel, even if you wear a Rolex over here, I personally don't feel it's going to get stolen or anything. But again, I mean, hey, if you can avoid it, avoid it. And in the evening, these type of places all open up, and it's a fun vibe. It's super entertaining during the evenings. During the daytime, of course, you're going to have the traffic. There is going to be that slight bit of noisiness or pollution or whatever you may call it. That's pretty standard, right? You have that kind of stuff everywhere. And then you also have all your regular shops and shopping malls. And what are the main areas of Dominican Republic where you, let's say you're here for a longer duration, you're doing your permanent residency, and you just don't want to be in Punta Cana, right? You want to travel other places. Then what are some of the good places? I would say for sure Santo Domingo is very safe as long as you stick to the right neighborhoods. Even the worst neighborhoods are not that bad, but stick to the right neighborhoods, and Santo Domingo is beautiful if you want to stay there. Santiago is my personal favorite. I think it's slightly more safer than Santo Domingo. It has the nature as well as the city life. Santo Domingo is more of the city if you like the city life. If I had to pick one, I would say Santo Domingo. That's where I would spend most of my time. And that's also where you have the immigration office. So you're not only enjoying the city, getting your immigration done, and of course, if you're someone who likes the laid-back life, you want to visit all the fancy bars in the hotels, then Punta Cana is a very good option, right? It's a world-famous option. So that is all the shopping malls and the banks. So that's one of the bigger shopping areas. You buy your groceries, and the Pizza Hut, of course, and then you have the different kind of banks all in this complex. So it's super convenient. You have everything you need right there. Just walk. This has been one of the safest Latin countries. I've seen a lot of them, most of them, right? And this is one of the safest places that I've been to. I would rate this higher than Antigua in Guatemala. Antigua is more fun, it's extremely safe, but I think Dominican Republic, I feel, is the safest when it comes to walking on the streets and doing whatever you want to do. And in fact, people are really nice and helpful. Even if you drop your cell phone or your camera, chances are that they're not going to take it away, they're going to come and give it back to you. So I am currently headed to one of my favorite places to eat out here, and it's this one.
Your destination is on the left.
The restaurant. It's an awesome place to eat.